So tonight we have the wonderful pleasure of welcoming two writers from the Burrow Press / Page 15 teen anthology to open the night. And that's really, really exciting. I want to tell you a little bit about that. Every year, Page 15 embarks upon this journey of having teen writers bring their work into a format, that will eventually be a published book. The call goes out, and to various area high schools, the work comes in. Hundreds, am I right in saying hundreds? Hundreds of pieces are sent in for this every year from area high schools, and it is the dubious but pleasant task of whittling them down to a total number. It's 15 total pieces. I'm looking over there because Ryan has all of these details. But in the end, a teen anthology is created, and it's always stunningly amazing work. And every time I've seen one of these anthologies, it's always been super good. I don't know if you guys know any teenagers, but they're actually kind of brilliant. And I bet you each thought that about yourself when you were a teenager. Turns out it was probably true. So something to think about. This is really great because it's Page 15 and Burrow Press are all part of the same larger organization. But this is the one thing every year that they really collaborate on together. So it's a really, really neat thing. In the past, themes have included things like anti-heroes, Orlando dystopias, what adults do wrong, which, again, remember that when you were a teenager? Yeah. So this year's prompt was actually poetry, and it was to create a persona poem about an everyday object that is tied up in gender connotations. So the whole goal of this was to look at how the object sees the world and its role. The book title is In Honor of Things, Orlando High Schoolers Explore Gender in the Everyday. So the book will have a reading on the 29th of April. I'm right about that too, right? Yeah, okay, 29th of April. So that's coming up soon, like a couple days from now. So that's also here. Oh, sorry, it's at the Gallery at Avalon Island. Sorry, downtown. So that's even cooler. And part of that, we wanted to bring some of the poets from the anthology here tonight to read. And I've actually not had a chance to meet them yet, so I'm excited to talk a little bit about them, though. We're going to first welcome up Florencia Jimenez. Thank you. And I'll introduce you briefly first. So Florencia is a Cypress Creek High School sophomore, currently enrolled in the IB program. She's part of the Cypress Creek Women's Choral and the lacrosse team. She enjoys writing and values family and friends throughout the workshopping process for the anthology. This is some notes from Michelle, who was mentoring these people through the process. Throughout the workshopping process for the anthology, Florencia always delivered strong doses of positivity and enthusiasm, whether it be building up her fellow poets or consistently remarking on the fun atmosphere of the chosen venues. She never left anyone searching for the silver lining in her presence. And I love that note, and I just wanted to read it verbatim because I really thought that was special. So please welcome Florencia Jimenez.
Hello. This is a piece I've been working on. It's named Rooting for You. I am living, alone but not lonely. I am growing, in and out of situations like the weeds Grandma yanked out this morning. I am present, like presents and gifts, like get well soons, congratulations, I love yous, I'm sorries. I am real, like the oxygen you breathe is a necessity from me in exchange for your careless words of carbon dioxide existent. Like Mama held me on her wedding day, like Grandpa bought me for his anniversary, like John ripped me from the ground and placed me in his lover's hands, like Angelica laid me on her sister's coffin. I am positioned in places I must make homes out of. I am ripped from my soil and common ground. I am meant to be a bouquet of beauty, to be exchanged for smiles and comfort and love. Don't pretend like mother didn't water you to be nothing but pretty pigments of violets and pinks and red and red and ready to make people happy. Do not feed me with your pollination of perfection. I'm not only petals. Don't pick me with he loves me not, he loves me and he loves me not. My beauty should not be a validation of your love for me. I am depth, and 7 feet beneath soil, I am roots, wrapping around you like arms, like us girls hold things in place, more than just appealing to the eye, a creation of creativity. Color does not define me, texture cannot describe me. I'm strong and growing. I've fallen in love over one springtime, and the sum of summer cannot add up to the winters I spent withered and wilted and heartbroken, but still above ground. I've been exposed to the rain of your ranting, of remember to grow on time, because some only remember us for our leaves. See me for my seed, for who I truly am. Love my rose, but also love my spine of thorns, my marigold heart, my lilac fingertips that trace back to my family tree, my dandelion of secrets, my daffodil laughter and daisy smile. Don't compare to my sunflower soul. Don't let them cut you. Us flowers are living. Us flowers are whole. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Our second poet from the teen anthology, who I have the pleasure of introducing, is Sophia DeRose. Sophia DeRose is a 17-year-old writer from Orlando, Florida, and feels honored to be included in the pages of such a beautiful anthology of young writers for the 3rd year in a row. With a steadfast determination to pursue her love for writing, Sophia has attended numerous summer programs, including the intensive workshop at Columbia University in New York, in order to improve her skills. She takes part in many extracurricular activities such as speech and debate team, Positivity Club, National Honors Society, and Open Mic Night Committee, and membership in the Florida State Poets Association. However, every activity she does is dwarfed in magnitude by her love of writing and reading, as well as her ambition to be the best artist she can be. I love that. Arts. Okay. More notes from Michelle. During the anthology, the students workshopped their poems, and in a group setting, Sophia was a major asset in her contributions to her fellow poets' works. The professionalism with which she considered every poem and the eloquence which she delivered her comments demonstrated her passion for her craft. She also ensured rather slyly that nearly all the poems ended on a rhyme. Well played, Sophia. Well played. Love that note. Please welcome Sophia DeRose.
Okay, this poem is entitled Scales Have Heavy Thoughts Too. When you date a skinny girl, you can sip wine and admissions of jealousy from the topmost point of a hemline. You can catch smiles in her collarbones and dial back home the number of times you've caught yourself hopping the barbed wire of her spine. You can catch stars in the lightness of her eyes. When you date a skinny boy, you can catch uncertainty on the peaks of mountain, snowfall flurry of just ignore me, melting confidence on bathroom tiles. Thunder in his stomach does not make you smile. His own revile is worse when alone with me. Lifting weights of society's pleas, they are too heavy, yet he stays thin. If confidence is a shrink and self-hate equals pills, skinny boys are on the brink of rehab. Every time their ribs slice the air, I don't care is a bold-faced lie in Helvetica's 72-point headline. When you date a skinny girl, she is trained to smile at my face as if I a birthright at her birthplace. The floor is cold and so are her feet, but as we meet, pounds turn to numbers and I for once provide comfort. When you date a skinny boy, there's no telling how much defeat I can serve, reserving me for nights alone, his spinal nerve clearly pinched by the heavy weight of constructs, of freedom. His back is just as shrill as hers, just as easily broken. And how is he supposed to figure out that homegrown is an ingrown artery in the heart and that bartering is a part of the process? When you date a skinny girl, you catch me becoming a less and less necessity, a crutch that only unashamed insult should use. When you date a skinny boy, you catch me becoming more and more a flattened bomb or a tied noose. When you date a skinny girl, her hands are paper, and you inscribe poetry in her palms. When you date a skinny boy, his hands are a scratched Bible, and you devote prayers to his psalms. Thank you.